Hey everybody, so I recently built up a new Blackheart aluminum all-road bike, and I've got a few rides on it so far, but I'm just having a little bit of trouble dialing in the fit. Now I know there's no replacement for a full in-person professional fit, but I have been meaning to try out the AI-powered online bike fit service by the company MyVeloFit. Now there is a free version of the service as well as a paid version, and so I'm going to try both tiers and see what you actually get at each level. Alright, so I'm just going to go to get started here, input some personal information here. Alright, so I got to set up the trainer and the camera. Make sure both wheels are level. Alright, so got the camera set up. This is about where I pedal. Alright, so my video file is uploaded. Then I think we just hit analyze. Below are general recommendations. Oh, this is all you get for free. It just says I'm within range, but I can't really see the juicy stuff until you pay, which I guess kind of makes sense. Yeah, I gotta be honest, for the free version, you're not getting much. You're just getting whether or not you're in a range, which is kind of vaguely defined. Actually, it's not defined at all. Alright, so even though the free version says that my fit is technically within range, it's just not specific enough for me. So we will upgrade to the enthusiast plan. It's a one-time payment. I get access to the service for 2 weeks. Alright, so let's upgrade. Goodness, so easy to spend money online. Okay, your payment was successful. Aha, now we can see. Alright. Everything looks okay, except back angle seems to be on the low side. Now the recommendation is to get the seat height right first. So I think I'll just do that. Okay, so video transferred. Really? So I lowered the saddle what I thought was about 5 millimeters, and now it's saying I need to raise it about 5 millimeters. Oh, okay. Fore aft position of the saddle. It won't even give me the assessment until the saddle height is right. So I'll put the saddle back up just a little bit. You know what? Probably not recommended, but I actually want to change the saddle out on this anyways. So I'm just going to do that now. I'm going to go from this saddle to this one, which is off of a road bike. I don't know, this one's actually pretty comfortable, so I'm going to give this one a shot. I only get 5 uploads per day, which I thought was a lot, but I'm already about to use my 3rd one, and each time you're just making these little changes, that counts as an upload. So I can kind of see where you might even want to go up to the higher tier where you have unlimited uploads. Okay, I gotta say, this is actually feeling a lot better. I don't know how it looks on your end there, but we'll see in just a minute. Alright, so here we go. It looks like I got the fore aft pretty spot on. Handlebar height again, thinks it's a touch low. Ooh, we're all in the green here. Okay, so back angle went up just a little, brought the saddle up. Oh, but I also probably pushed it forward a little bit when I swapped out the saddle, so that would kind of make me sit more upright. I gotta say, I'm kind of liking this, because as it is now, just on the 3rd iteration, it actually just feels a lot better. All right, so I'm gonna try one more thing. And we're splitting hairs now, people. I'm gonna come up like 2 millimeters, I don't know. And then more importantly, I'm gonna throw one of these spacers on the bottom. All right, so let's go one more time. Oh, dang. This feels way nice. Feels very good. Alright, so for the 4th time, and I think probably the final time for the evening, go ahead and upload this video. You know, when I set up a bike, pro cyclists have their saddle super high and their handlebar super low. That just doesn't suit me. My proportions, short legs, long torso, short arms, it really is not conducive to a super high saddle with low handlebars. And I'm actually really happy that MyVeloFit is actually agreeing with what is comfortable to me. And being an analytical person, I like actually looking at the numbers, I like looking at the angles. And again, it's not a perfect fit, it's not a professional fit, but it's better than nothing. And at least it's a consistent measurement. So you can make one change and you can see sort of relative to how it was, how those changes affected your fit, and I'm actually digging this a lot. Okay, so our 4th video is uploaded and analyzed, and look, wow. Okay, so everything is totally in range now. Saddle height is basically spot on. Fore aft position is much better than before. Handlebar height, okay, so now it's saying handlebar height is basically spot on, which to me is kind of crazy, because if you look at the bike from the side, The handlebars actually look pretty high, but it's comfortable. That's undeniable that it's comfortable. Okay, back angle went from 43 degrees up to 45, and I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually feels a lot more comfortable, to be honest. Bottom of pedal stroke, before my knee flexion was kind of fluctuating between too low and too high, and now it's right there in range. Wow, I don't really know what to make of this. I don't know if it's placebo effect, but I do like seeing all the green for sure. I don't know. So far, I'm actually pretty impressed by the service. So the only thing left to do is to actually get some miles on this bike in its current state and see how it feels out on the road. Alright, so it is the next morning. So what are my thoughts about the $35 bike fit? I actually have to say that I am pretty impressed. And I think one of the reasons I was having a hard time getting this bike fit to me is because I've gone from a 170mm crank to a 165mm crank, and that actually made quite a big difference in the way that the bike felt. So we ended up just bringing the seat up by a few millimeters, sliding it forward a little bit, and then raising the handlebars by about 5mm. And honestly, that made all the difference. I feel way more comfortable on the bike, and so far into this road ride, I'm not feeling the typical aches and pains that I would normally start to feel in my shoulders and sort of upper back area. Now again, I realize this is not a professional bike fit, but being able to see the result of making these minute changes incrementally in real time is, I think, the real value of this service. Now what I will say is that the free version is probably not going to do it for someone who's serious about cycling. I would equate the free version to, walking into a bike shop and maybe throwing a leg over the bike and just kind of getting a general feel for the size. I definitely appreciate that there is a free version. For me though, I don't think it was enough to actually improve my fit on the bike. And so again, for $35, what you're getting is 2 weeks worth of 5 uploads per day, which honestly I think is pretty fair given that a true professional bike fit would cost you about 10 times that amount. And I think it's worth mentioning that this is not a sponsored video. I did talk to Russ about the MyVeloFit service, but I actually paid for this service out of pocket. I think the service actually exceeded my expectations, and I can honestly say that the bike actually feels a lot better than it did before the bike fit. All right, so I think I'm gonna leave you with that. MyVeloFit is a $35 AI-powered online bike fit service. And I have to say, I am pretty impressed. I think it works pretty well, and as long as you manage your expectations, I think you can get a lot out of it. All right, thanks again for watching. Thanks for subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you next time.